Hello students, welcome to the session. I am Rakesh DP, lecturer in physics, APJ Science Academy, Hassan. And today, in this session, I'll be discussing with you about the change that you need to adapt or the way that you need to get into when you come to PU education, particularly on science. So till 10th, whatever you study, either from CBSE or from state board or from ICC, all of them has got a single textbook for a single subject, right? You study maths, single math book, you study that book completely and you won't get a single question out of it. That's it. You need to study that book. You should be fixed with that. And you take physics. Yeah, ICSE has got physics, math, chemistry, bio has separate subjects. But you take state board and CBSE, there you have a single textbook of science for all the three subjects of physics, chemistry and bio, which is then divided into individual subjects when you enter science stream of PU education. Not only the subjects, even the examinations that you are going to face are also very less in number when it comes to high school education till 10th. Because I can say it's only one education, one exam for most of you, right? It is the board examination which is very important for you, which you are going to face in 10th, right? Some of you might have taken Olympiad exams and other competitive exams, which actually doesn't decide the course that you are going to choose. But they are good as of your training towards the main competitive exams are concerned. But, so as I say, till 10th, it is one book for one subject and it's only one examination that you are going to face, which is very important for you, which is the board examination, right? But science in PUC, there it is not the same situation, isn't it? You know that very well. Because when you take science, in the first place, for those who studied in state and CBSE syllabus, there science was a single book. Now physics, chemistry, math and bio or computer science, bio or CS, that you can choose, you know very well, right? They are individual subjects here, right? And these individual subjects has got plenty of reference books available. Yeah, obviously you have a standard book for all of them, which is provided by NCERT, right? NCERT will always be there for both 11th and 12th, or I can say first PU and second PU. But apart from NCERT, you can find plenty of reference book available for each subject. Why so many books available for that individual subject when you have NCERT? That's the question that might come to your mind, right? So those individual books are written according to the exams that they are going to face. As of Karnataka is concerned, the question paper for your second PUC will be set by a board, Karnataka State PU Board Examination Authority. The question paper will be set within Karnataka, considering or keeping in mind the students from the state, from Karnataka state. But the question paper format set by CBSE for the same 12th, dependent on the same NCERT text, because both Karnataka state and the CBSE follows the same NCERT syllabus. But the question paper that you are going to get is of different pattern and different difficulty level. So, in one part I can say the different reference book that you get or different study materials that you get are there for different kind of examinations set in the states and in CBSE. So that's the first thing. Different reference book for board examination are because you have different question papers set based on same NCERT textbook. Okay, NCERT is the standard, but question paper pattern will be different when I compare Karnataka State PU board examination question paper and CBSE question paper. So this reference book that you have will help you with the approach of those question papers. That's the first clarity. Then how many exams you need to take when you come to 12th. So after finishing your board exams or before finishing nowadays, you can take plenty of competitive exams which will help you to get into good professional colleges. But now the question is that how many exams are there and which exam should I take, which exam will help me in going into a particular course. All those things are very important for you to know, because in second PU, as I say, it's the stage where you will be entering different streams for your higher education. So now let me begin how you should think about the subject and the course. Okay. In the first place, what you should be worried about, okay, in the basic level is about the board examination. Okay, because some of you might not be interested in competitive exams. Okay, some of you, but I always suggest you to consider competitive exams seriously. And even for your competitive exams, this board syllabus or the board pattern of syllabus will help you in understanding the concepts, and the competitives are built on higher level of what you learn from the board syllabus. Okay, it's the higher level of what you learn from board syllabus. So in the first place, you should stick yourself with the study material that we will provide you in the class, or after finishing this lesson we'll provide you ready material also. Okay, so the first basic exam that you are going to be serious about is the board exam. We will train you on this board exam with repetitive tests on each topic, repetitive tests on combination of 2 or more topics, and repetitive exams on the whole syllabus. Okay, so board exams are the first exams that you should be concerned about. And for this board exam, what you should be reading, what you should be studying. So in order to crack or score well in the board exam, all you need to do is, first you should be going through the study material provided by individual lecturers. So that's it. You don't need to worry about any reference or not even NCERT completely to crack board exam. Okay, the study materials that we provide in the college will be enough for you to score well in the board exam. Clear with this? So, and this is mandatory exam for all of you. All of you must write the board exam. And what you need to study for board exam? The study material that we provide in the college will help you to score well in the board exam. That's it. You don't need to read anything extra. But again, for the conceptual understanding and the complete picture, okay, because the study material that we design will be based on the good scoring of board examination. But mere scoring will not help you in competitive exams. So the next thing that you need to study is NCERT. We have NCERT text for all the subjects: physics, math, chemistry and bio. And you need to stick with NCERT after going through the study material given by us. Okay, so this will be very helpful. Okay, once you read NCERT, you will get a lot of doubts. Okay, once you go through a particular reference, obviously anyone, it's common for all of you, you will get plenty of doubts, and you can come with those doubts to individual lecturers, because we are not planning to get huge crowd into the college. Okay, it's only 2 sections with limited students, very limited students. So that each of you can come to us and discuss about the doubts that you get when you read NCERT. Okay, first target is board exam. And what you need to study for board exams is study materials given by us. And after studying for board examination, once you are confident with them, once you study NCERT. Okay, when you study NCERT, read NCERT for the first time, obviously you might find it difficult, and the doubts that you get, you can come with those doubts and discuss with us. Clear? Okay. Next, the next level of exam that you need to face for entering professional courses is Karnataka CET. Okay, after board exams, the next difficult exam that you should face is Karnataka CET. So once again, Karnataka CET will help you to get into very good engineering colleges in Karnataka. As a few examples are PESET, MS Ramaya and other colleges in Bangalore, and like Malnad College in Hassan is also a college which takes students based on their Karnataka CET score and ranking. And even with the same way for not only engineering, even you have a life science based courses, okay, like Ayurvedic and all. Okay, you can discuss these things, okay, with Murali sir. He'll give you the complete picture, which courses you can enter into through which competitive exams. But Karnataka CET is the next difficult exam after board exam. Okay, and if you are very good with the concepts that you study for board exams, okay, it's not only like question and answer kind of understanding that you should have. Instead, the complete conceptual understanding is very essential to attend Karnataka CET kind of competitive exams. And here in board exam, you need to write in a descriptive way. Okay, the pattern will be different for different subjects, but all of them will all of them will have descriptive kind of answers expected for board exams. It's all descriptive. But when it comes to Karnataka CET, you have objective kind of questions, MCQs, okay, multiple choice questions. And here in Karnataka CET, you won't be awarded with any negative mark. You are free to choose the answers. But again, scoring good will help you in getting into good engineering college and other courses. But the question that remains is, what you need to study for cracking or scoring good in Karnataka CET. Again, we will be conducting competitive classes for you. There is a separate team for that, and when that team comes and teaches you the competitive exams, competitive exam training, there you will have study materials given to you while the classes goes on. Okay, once again, you will have study materials given, question answers, synapses, all those things will be there. Okay, they will help you in scoring well in Karnataka CET exam. But that is not the ultimate. The study materials, any kind of study materials provided will not be the ultimate. Okay? Because more you study, more the score that you get in competitive exams. Okay? Along with these materials, okay, obviously they will help you very much as of the foundation for Karnataka CET is concerned. You can score good mark, but if you are aiming for very good mark, then you need to study more. Okay? You need to cover different parts, or I can say you need to solve more and more questions. In order to do so, you have few reference book available. Okay? And now the actual reference book, list of reference books starts. So in order to crack Karnataka CET, along with the study materials given from the college in the competitive exam classes, you should also study few references that I am going to take. One is MTG Fingertips. Okay. Because this will give you a basic idea, or I can say a level of questions solved and given to you to solve for solving, which are related to Karnataka CET. Okay, so this is about board exams and Karnataka CET. You have many other reference books. Okay, once you get into the college and you can go through the books in the library. The one you find easy, the one you find good, can be bought by you and studied. Okay, so first, after getting confidence, building confidence in board exams, go through NCERT, and NCERT includes exemplar part. Okay, because this exemplar will have questions which are not there in the actual NCERT book. Okay, physics, maths and all has exemplars. Exemplars has more number of questions, and there are different questions asked, different kind of questions there what you have. So they will also help you. The exemplar book will also help you in conceptual understanding, and this exemplar will also help you for Karnataka CET. Okay, so that is how they are connected. So now this is one exam, and this is the study material plus NCERT for the topmost mark. Then Karnataka CET, these two will give you the foundation for Karnataka CET, concepts and all. But along with that, study materials provided from the coaching and the MTG Fingertips, Arihant and other books, there are plenty. You can choose one, and I always suggest you to stick with one major reference book, because that itself should provide you the most questions or different questions available coming for the exams. So this is the next exam, and these are the reference books and study materials that you should be studying. Okay, and through this you can get into good engineering colleges and other medical related, not MBBS. You can't get into MBBS on the basis of Karnataka CET. For that you need to write one more exam, which is a little more difficult compared to Karnataka CET, and that is NEET exam. Okay, NEET, and one more exam is JEE Mains. These two examinations are of same difficulty, almost the same difficulty level, and once again, in order to crack these exams, in order to score good in these exams, you need to study. Again, the study materials will definitely be given from the coaching, but again, these study materials, then you can ask, what is the difference between this study material and this study material? Both of them are given by the competitive trainers. What is the difference between them? See, this study material related to Karnataka CET, the synopsis will be same for both Karnataka CET and JEE, NEET and JEE Mains examination. Okay, the competitors always cover for all the competitive exams. Okay, synopsis. But synopsis means the introduction or the conceptual understanding of the topic. But the problems or the number of questions or different questions that you solve has got different difficulty levels. Okay, Karnataka CET questions are little easy, not I can say easier compared to NEET and JEE level questions. So the study material given here for Karnataka CET includes the questions which are of lesser difficulty, difficulty level compared to NEET and JEE examination questions. Okay, so that is how the pattern goes. Here the questions are easy, I can say pretty much easiest among all of them, and we will train you, help you with all those different tests and all those things, and we will also provide you the study material. And the basic foundation itself is this, and after once you get become confident in this part, the board examination part, then you start concentrate on Karnataka CET level of questions, or you can also call them as level 1 questions. Okay, then the difficulty level increases in this study material. Okay, even the books that are designed for NEET and JEE mains, okay, like you have plenty of books available. You can discuss with your teachers, you can go online and search. You have plenty of books available. Out of them we suggest few, okay, like one is MTG, NEET, okay, that is also fine. You have plenty of books. Pradeep, in Pradeep itself, Pradeep Publications, you have different options. One is Stellar Series. Stellar Series is one which is a good book, and you also have concepts of physics for physics. Particularly this book is for physics, concepts of physics by H.C. Verma, and many more other references. You can find it online, and you can discuss because I can't mention all the reference here, because you just go to, you need to interact with your teacher. Your teacher should know what level of understanding you have in the subject, and then they will refer you a particular book. Okay, and that is again decided by the exact subject teacher. So I am not going deep into different references, but the idea that you should be taking is you have once again have a different reference books available which has the questions which are more difficult compared to the questions from these materials of Karnataka CET. Okay, the difficulty level has increased. Okay, and here you won't be you will be having negative mark for the wrong answers that you choose. So you should be more careful and more precise while working out with these kind of examinations. So that's it till this part. Next, for those who are looking for still higher level of examinations, it's about JEE Advanced. Okay, yeah, I have left few more, NATA and all, architecture based and all. Okay, they are all of Karnataka CET level with their own different subjects included. Okay, because architecture based one, NATA includes NATA includes a subject particularly based on 3D drawing and all. So that is different, and we are going to provide coaching for that too here itself in the college. And the next is JEE Advanced exam. This is the most difficult exam. Okay, most difficult as of the order is concerned here. And for this again, you need to refer a lot of books or the most difficult books available. Normally in physics we refer to these concepts of physics. Along with that, we also refer DC Pandey, which is Cengage Publications one. Okay. Similarly for math and chemistry, you can go to your lecturer and get the reference if you are aiming here. But this is how the order works in PU science education. First, you will be worried about board exams, okay, which are very similar to your 10th board exams. We will train you on that, give you the study materials, give you the tests frequently, everything will happen, and we are going to take care of it. Next comes NCERT, that you should study on your own first, and whatever the doubts you get, you should bring it to us. We will clarify it, okay? And then you will work with exemplars of NCERT. Exemplars includes more problems, more different questions from the chapters of NCERT itself, okay? And the exemplar is designed by NCERT itself. It's a part of NCERT book, and you will solve all those questions, okay? Even NCERT includes different number of questions, okay? You solve these two first. So till here, if you do, then you'll feel Karnataka CET very easy, okay, if you do this much. Then Karnataka CET includes its own study materials. You start solving those questions, okay? Since you are good with this much, these study materials related questions will be you'll be finding very easy with them. And then you will solve more questions from a simple reference book like this, okay? This is a simple reference book for Karnataka CET. Then you move forward. You have, okay, once you completed this level and has become confident on this much, then you can move forward for NEET and JEE level of questions, okay? So then you will have level 2 questions provided in the study materials that you are given to you, okay? And we will conduct frequent tests on even on this Karnataka CET and NEET level and advanced level exams, okay? You will be having frequent tests and coaching given in the college itself. And once you are done with this much, you will be going for, say, level 2 questions from NEET and JEE mains. And then you can, if you are finding easy with NCERT and exemplars, what we suggest is you can directly go to level 2 reference books, okay? That can be decided once you come to us, interact with us. We'll get to know whether can you directly take this kind of questions or you need to go through this first and then this, okay? We will decide, because each child or each student is special. You have your own way of learning, okay? And we are going to give you a proper way according to your abilities. Okay, all of you are able, but you have your own ways, different ways of learning things. So on your pace, we are going to give you suggestions on choosing reference books, okay? But this is the general pattern that follows. So then you go through these books, understand the concept, work more and more problems, which will help you in getting into medical if you crack NEET. And if you crack JEE mains, you can get into good engineering colleges like NITs, okay? National Institute of Technologies, one there in Surathkal of Karnataka. Rest, you can choose anywhere in the country if you have good marks in JEE mains, okay, from NITs. And then from JEE Advanced, you will have plenty of reference book and study materials given. Again, you need to work really hard for this, which will help you in getting into IITs of India, okay? And one more exam is AIIMS, and which has the same difficulty level, close to same difficulty level of JEE Advanced, close to, and will have the same kind of questions asked, which are of same difficulty level as of JEE Advanced examination. Study materials and lot of references, okay? Different references that you should you get to know. You will get to know once you go to your teacher and discuss, okay? These are the exams that you will be facing by the end of your second PU, and rest everything you don't need to bother, okay? Because this session is to help you in getting the clarity about the course and the different exams available, different references and different study materials that you will be given to, and you should study in this way. Okay, I hope now you have the clarity about the course and examinations. Thank you.